Yahoo News. Meet the couple who opened their 11-year marriage to a divorced father so they could grow emotionally and sexually. And it gets much worse than what this headline suggests here. Hello and welcome back to my channel. I am the Anti-Woke Warrior. Please remember to like, comment, share, subscribe. Make sure that you're still subscribed, because YouTube does unsubscribe people every single day. You can find me over on Rumble and on Twitter. There's links down in the description. You can also find me on Odyssey and BitChute. Now let's get into this article, which is, like I said, much more disturbing than the title lets on. This is the couple here, and I'm going to tell you brief false law. You might want to look into that, because this is what is happening here. This is why this couple is featured and not other couples. So we'll scroll down here. Kim, 37, and Dustin, 42, have been married for 11 years and opened up their marriage last year on Seeking Brother Husband. They show their relationship with Vincent, who dates Kim but not Dustin. Well, imagine that. He's not gay. Neither is Dustin. They said opening their relationship has been challenging mainly because others judge them. Yeah, I don't really think that's the main challenge. You might think that's what it is, but I'm guessing there's another challenge that's even bigger and badder. Now, this is actually part of an upcoming TV show, so I said it gets much worse. Kim loves Dustin, her husband, and Vincent, her boyfriend, and that's exactly why she wants to find another partner. No. That's not why she wants to find another partner.
Proper rototiller.
A year ago, Kim and Dustin decided to open their marriage specifically in search of another man. When Kim fell in love with Vincent, whom she met through a mutual friend, they, along with her husband, decided to become a family unit. Their grade school-aged children play together, and Dustin and Vincent have become friends. Kim has a sexual relationship with both men. Why does she need this relationship with both men? There should be no reason for her to need a relationship with both men, okay? And we'll get into that. I'm going to tell you the secret here if you don't know. If you're thinking, I don't know if I can keep my woman satisfied, I'll give you all the information you need to meet that objective. Their story is featured on TLC's series Seeking Brother Husband, where married women seek to date and marry men in addition to their first husbands. On the show, partners grapple with jealousy, confused and unsupported family members, and lots of uncomfortable conversations about polyamory. Okay, let's watch this trailer here.
Polyandry is the practice of one woman having multiple husbands.
I was watching my partner fall for another man right before my eyes.
To see me holding hands with somebody else or like kissing someone else, you don't think that would be hard?
It wouldn't be easy.
To do this lifestyle
May I just say that the man who just said it won't be easy looks like the biggest cuck in the world?
successfully, you have to be willing to go outside of your old comfort zones.
You're okay with her sleeping with other men?
Most of the time.
I wish I could be everything that you need, but I can't.
Another interracial relationship. Notice, again, brief false law. I'm in an interracial relationship. But you notice these shows, these commercials, none of them ever show a dark-skinned woman with a light-skinned man. They do sometimes, but it's rare. It's rare. It's the exception by far.
I didn't think I was going to be swapped out.
And I don't feel like it's a swap out.
Yeah, the reason you don't feel like it's a swap out, lady, is because you're not the one being swapped.
That's because you're not getting swapped out.
He said it for me.
I'm just not having a good time right now.
How can you justify you're married? How can you go out with another person?
And might I just say that TLC, Discovery Channel, History Channel, those are all just trash. They are just 100% trash. They used to be the best channels on cable. They had all these great shows about the medieval Europe and ancient Rome, ancient Greece, ancient Egypt. Shows about the different wars and dinosaurs and woolly mammoths and space stuff and all this great programming. But now it's all like just garbage TV. Look, we have sister wives. Look, we have brother husbands now. Okay, great. Just stuff that you don't need to see. So let's see what it says down here under this here. New show alert. Hey, these ladies are living the plural life polyandry style, aka multiple husbands. The new series, Seeking Brother Husband, premieres Sunday, March 26th. That was this week. Yeah. During the first episode, Kim, a teacher, and Dustin, a massage therapist, already share a connection with Vincent. But Vincent is wary about bringing a third man into their dynamic, which they confront on the show. Imagine that. Wow. So Vincent wants to get her all to himself, I'm sure. Men don't want to share women. What makes you think a man wants to share you with some other man? This is just biology. This is basic biology. Like, right, women, if you get pregnant, you know who the mother is. Until recently, there was only one way a woman could get pregnant, and that was through the use of a man, and that baby was hers. But a man doesn't know. A man never knows who the father of the child is. So, hey, if he can lock you down and keep you in an isolated place away from other men, and then you can have his babies. This is just biology, wanting to procreate. That's all biology wants to do. Make more biology. So wanting to share a woman goes against everything that a man is. So these men are idiots. Insider caught up with Kim and Dustin, who said they're nervous but excited about being on the TLC series because haven't publicly shared their open relationship until now. We've always worn our hearts on our sleeves, so we were like, hey, let's do this thing, Kim told Insider. Okay, I thought you were nervous. Whatever. She said she hopes that showing her authentic relationships with Dustin and Vincent can help others who are considering non-monogamous relationships.
Proper rototiller.
Yeah, non-monogamous relationships should consist of one man and multiple women because a man can impregnate multiple women at the same time. A woman can get pregnant from multiple men. She could have twins by being inseminated by two different men, but that's about it. I mean, maybe triplets. Okay, maybe on an outside chance, quadruplets. But a man, I mean, in a year, he could impregnate 400 women. So 100 times as many children a man could have in the same amount of time. Well, it'd be kind of hard maybe to do that in 9 months, but still, he could inseminate a lot of women. They opened up their marriage to grow emotionally and sexually. Yeah, okay. How's this going to be emotional growth? Learning to not hate the thing that you should hate. That's what it is. Because the woman isn't growing at all emotionally. She's actually regressing to an infantile state because women cannot be held accountable for their actions. From the time Kim and Dustin started dating in their 20s, they were comfortable talking about attraction and how it can exist even outside a marriage, Kim said. When Kim would point out another man she found hot or Dustin did the same with a woman, neither grew resentful because they were confident in their connection to each other, she said. Still, they didn't discuss opening their marriage until they hit the 10-year mark. Well, I mean, if you're insecure because your partner's like, hey, that person's attractive, who cares? Do you think that out of all of the human beings in the world that your partner finds you and only you attractive? That's ridiculous. Everybody knows that. This is an adult perspective to have. It's like, yeah, okay, I understand that my wife finds other men attractive. I find other women attractive. That doesn't mean we do anything about it. That's how it is. If you would have told me earlier on in our relationship that we would be here, I would have a hard time believing it, Kim told Insider. She said that foundational period prepared them for the transition to polyamory. That foundational period. You want to maybe elaborate on what that is? Dustin said he and Kim have always been invested in each other's individual spiritual growth, which to them includes sexual and emotional growth. Taking a leap into an open relationship felt like a way to expand and to experience life, Dustin said. And yeah, it's all about experiencing life. It's about going, I don't want to miss out on anything, so I want to miss out on as little as possible, so I'm going to open up my marriage. And Dustin doesn't get anything out of this. Kim gets everything out of this. Kim and Vincent, or whatever his name is, they get something out of this. Dustin he's getting screwed over. Kim said opening up their relationship made their already great sex life even more lively. For her, it did. I bet it's less for Dustin. Feeling safe expressing our sensuality in whatever ways we want helps us be even more sensual with each other, Kim told Insider. Why can't you just do that with each other any way you want to and not have to bring in another person? Okay. Kim wants to date more men, but Vincent is concerned it will hurt their relationship. Yeah, we already read that. When Kim met Vincent a year ago, she said they had an immediate connection. On the show, Vincent, who is 36, said he met Kim after struggling with shame over 2 failed marriages. She saw the best in him when he couldn't, he said on the show. Yeah, okay. It's not your responsibility to see the best in him. It's his responsibility to not have 3 failed marriages on his hand. He's going to have 3 by the end of this show because he's going to ruin Kim and Dustin's marriage. According to Kim, the start of her relationship with Vincent was intense and overwhelming because of her long-held religious guilt. Sure, it wasn't intense and overwhelming because you were doing something that, you're not supposed to do. Obviously, you're not supposed to do that based on your religion, but you're not supposed to do that based on societal norms either. And the societal norms exist so that we can actually build a society. This is why we have monogamous relationships, monogamous long-term marriages. Kim said she grew up in an evangelical Christian community and was taught it was shameful to be with more than one partner. These Christian girls are all freaks. Like, all the Christian girls that I've ever known are all like, dude, I let him do it in the bum every day. It's fine. I don't mind. I get trained in the bum. Okay.
Proper rototiller.
During the first episode of the show, Vincent and Dustin both say that they unexpectedly formed a close non-sexual bond over their genuine love for Kim. Dustin said he's open to Kim adding even more partners to their family unit, saying he wants her to experience as much of life as she can. What about you? What are you experiencing in this situation? What do you get out of the situation? You have to be getting something out of it. Oh, do you get the warm, fuzzy feeling in your heart where you're like, oh, I'm giving her everything that she wants. I'm letting other men give her everything that she wants. Yeah, Loser. Currently, Kim and Dustin have a home where they raise their 7-year-old son, while Vincent lives alone and has children from a previous marriage. It's good. These are great role models for kids. I tell you what. I think on some level, we're all mirrors of each other, and to be able to learn more about who we are through other people, I think is an incredible opportunity, Dustin told Insider. He said that he learned to have more compassion for himself while navigating this new life stage. But Vincent said he felt himself starting to withdraw from the relationship because he felt unsure about Kim dating outside of him and Dustin, since he already has trouble with being the second male partner in the dynamic. Why did you bother getting involved with it? Oh, I know why. That's right. You want to wreck some little white girl. I get it. I mean, I know how it is. My biggest hang-up is accepting where I fit into this dynamic, Vincent tells Kim and Dustin during the first episode. What are brother husbands? Seeking Brother Husband comes 13 years after the TLC's head-turning series following a husband with multiple wives called Sister Wives, which premiered in September 2010, while Sister Wives follows a polygamist family that's part of an offshoot sect of Mormonism. Seeking Brother Husband is not rooted in religious beliefs. It doesn't have to be. On the show, not all of the men are legally married to their female partner. That's because bigamy, or marrying someone while already married to someone else, is a federal crime. Though certain states have minimal repercussions for partaking, in Utah, for example, some participating bigamy could be fined but will not serve time in jail. During the first episode of Seeking Brother Husband, the focus is on Kim dating other partners, but Kim said she's open to Dustin dating other women, and he has in the past. Really? He has in the past. So you just want to have an open marriage. That's all you want. This is what it sounds like. Is they just want to be married and have that stability with each other, but go out and get banged by whoever they want to. Okay. We've always been an equal partner relationship. Everything is 50-50. What I can do, he can do. So as I date, Dustin dates as well. Kim told Insider, really, you guys can do all the same things. All right, lady, why don't you learn how to bench 300 pounds? I bet Dustin could do it at some point if he tried hard enough, but I don't think you're ever going to get there. One of the hardest parts of opening up was telling family. In preparation for the Seeking Brother Husband premiere, Kim and Dustin told their families about their open marriage and started to post more about it on social media. Until joining the show, Kim and Dustin kept their lifestyle private, telling only close friends and fellow couples in open relationships. Dustin said he's been laying low since the show finished filming and worries about what viewers will say on social media once the show airs. Don't watch this show. Hopefully, viewers will say nothing about it because hopefully there will be no viewers. Watching this show says you support this debauchery, this lack of moral fortitude, this inability to understand and uphold societal norms, why they're important, why you should be upholding them. It's ridiculous. Regardless of any outside commentary, he said he's proud of himself and Kim. In fact, some of Dustin's coworkers shared about their own open relationships for the first time after seeing Dustin share his online. He said, I've gotten a chance to love myself on a deeper level and to appreciate who I am and the courage that I have. I mean, once you do something like this, not a whole lot scares you anymore, he said. So Dustin has coworkers? I thought he was a massage therapist. Pretty much every massage therapist I've known has been an independent contractor. I mean, I know there are massage therapy centers or whatever, so you can go there. I mean, how many coworkers does he have, and how many of them are male? Probably not very many. And why are you sharing this information with your coworkers? That doesn't make much sense. But anyway, Seeking Brother Husband premiered on Sunday, March 26th on TLC and Discovery Plus. Ugh, horrible. Are people leaving? Oh, there's some comments here. I thought TLC stands for the Learning Channel. Someone explain to me, what are we trying to learn here? Because I think I missed the target. Yeah, I mean, this is what I said. They used to have great shows. They don't have them anymore. Yeah, and Discovery used to be about wild animals and exotic locales. Now it's pawn shops, storage containers, drag queens, and moonshiners. None of these cable outlets are like their former selves. They've all gone the tacky reality route. Bravo. Yeah, Animal Planet, all this stuff. You could read more on that. The Pawn Stars thing isn't bad. it does have a lot of useful information about the older objects that they're showing off. Like, oh yeah, this came from this part of the world, and these people, they did this sort of thing, etc. So there's information there on the Pawn Star stuff. I'll defend that. But so, why would a woman have to cheat on her husband? Okay, there's only 2 reasons why she would want to cheat on her husband. 1, she's not getting enough action from her husband. 2, an emotional want or need. And in this case, it's going to be an emotional want, most likely, because she already has, the companionship of a man. She has a child. I'm assuming she has other, because they're discussing this with family. I'm assuming she has other extended family and probably friends too. So is Dustin bringing it in the bedroom? They said that, hey, in the article here, they said that their sex life was already like crazy out there. So I'm guessing she was getting enough. So she has an emotional want that she is going after this Vincent, and she wants to get other men involved in it too. I've read some teenage girls' diaries, and they talk about this void they feel inside of them. They're surrounded by people that love them, but they feel hollow inside, and they need something to fill up that hole in them. Yeah, we know what that thing is. It's going to try to fill that hole for them. So problem is, women they just can't live with this negative emotional feelings. And we see this throughout our society. Like, women can't be held accountable for anything. Any negative feelings that a woman has, it has to be somehow handled, somehow diminished. Can't have them face the real feelings that they're feeling, that we don't want that. And then they break down in tears, and then we try to comfort them, make them better, and all that stuff. And I'm not saying that all women act this way, of course, but it seems to be the way that women are behaving, and we as a society are coddling women and infantilizing them and all these different things to make their lives feel better. Well, sometimes you just have to suck it up and put your big boy pants on and do the right thing instead of feeling the good things. You got to just go, well, this is the way life is. I'm not going to get to feel something good. Now, is she not getting enough action in the bedroom? It sounds like, according to the article, she was before she met Vincent. But let's assume that she wasn't, and I will tell you the secrets here, men. Now, this is one thing that I am totally confident in my ability to perform in is the bedroom. I'm not trying to toot my own horn. No, I leave that up to the ladies. You can say my YouTube channel isn't that great. I bet you have an argument there. You can say that, hey, the book that I wrote, hey, you know what, this could be better in some ways. And you probably got a legitimate argument there too. I'm not going to argue that. I mean, you bring up your points and argue them. The one thing you cannot say about me is that I don't know what I'm doing in the bedroom. And you have multiple tools at your disposal.
Take your time. You want to hit them all, and you want to mix them up.
If you are such that you're in your relationship, the woman has a stronger sex drive, it wants it more often than you do, which is the exception, not the rule. Usually it's men want it more often than the woman does. Well, then, I mean, you're just going to have to step up and be like, hey, I can't perform today, but I will do other things for you. You have fingers, you have a mouth. Figure it out. If the problem is you're a minute man, well, you're going to have to figure that out. You're going to have to work through that pain, work through that struggle of keeping it going for longer than a minute. And it's the same is true for women, right? So there's no reason why a woman should feel like she's not getting enough action in the bedroom from her husband unless her husband is not around. And if her husband's not around, she has bigger fish to fry, right? If you're going to be in a relationship, be in that relationship and then take care of each other's needs. That's how it works. I had a girlfriend. Her sex drive was not as strong as mine, but she was really good at accommodating me in other ways. If, she didn't feel like doing it, well, then she would take care of me in other ways. And then another girl I was with, her sex drive matched mine. So we were like very much fine with each other doing the deed. But that's the way you got to be. You got to be like, either, look, we're going to match this way, or look, I need you to take care of me in some way. And for men, it could be difficult. If the soldier doesn't rise to attention when called upon, then you have to, step in and use other tools at your disposal. And if you can't do those things, she's going to find somebody else that can. Understand that you have these needs that need to be met. And if they're not getting met, what are you going to do? Now, the last thing I want to say is this sort of situation here where the woman who's going out with these other men, getting with these other men, that is much worse than if a man does it. And now you're going to say, oh, you're a misogynist bastard because you're a man. No. Look at what a woman brings to the relationship. She brings companionship. Okay, well, that's easy to get from a lot of other places. She brings emotional support. Again, easy to get from a lot of other places. Oh, she brings her physical body for the bedroom action. That's not so easy to get anywhere outside of another human being. What does a man bring to the table? He brings, companionship, emotional support, the bedroom action, but also his financial resources. So if a man is going ahead and giving his money to somebody else instead of to the family, all right, that would be like what a woman does when she has a sexual affair. You notice how, I've never heard a man scream about an emotional affair when his wife's having an emotional affair with somebody. They don't really care. But women scream about that. Women, that's like the worst. The worst part. Oh, the worst part was that the way they were together. The worst part was that he found somebody else. It wasn't that he was having sex with her. It was that they had a connection. I've heard that statement by women before. So yeah, this is all a bad situation all around, and it should not be something that is indulged in anyway. Don't watch Discovery Channel. I'm just gonna show you this garbage here. And that's all I got for this time. Please remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. I will see you in the next video.